here we are in round 3. We're on the draw. I think I want to keep this. Got Baleful Strix on 2. And some okay cards for later in the game. Ugh. What's with all these aggro decks? Come on, guys. Let's play Island in the unlikely case that we draw Counterspell and decide to play it. This looks like Duress. All right, so they're probably taking Jace. Is my guess. Maybe they take Profane Command. I don't know. Yeah, they take Jace. So looks like some sort of aggressive deck. I could actually see playing Counterspell here, since our opponent didn't put more on the board. Let's just go ahead and play Baleful Strix, though. It's not guaranteed that I'm blocking. So this next turn, I'm probably just going to run out Slaughter Pact. Well, this is kind of awkward, because, well, we'll see. Carrier Thrall. Can't block. Slaughter Pact is very bad, right? I can't even use it. Okay. Do I block here? Opponent can buy it back next turn. I think it's okay to block here. It's not great, but it's not bad either, I think. Preserving our life total seems important in this match. So I could just Profane Command. I don't think that's worth it, though. Like Profane, I guess, hold on, let's see, what's, and Profane Command, giving a creature -X/-X. Like, if that wasn't Carrier Thrall, I'd consider it, because then our opponent can't get Bloodsoak Champion back this turn. Yeah, I'll just pass here. We just want to build up to Grave Titan. Like, I think Grave Titan's going to be pretty difficult for our opponent to beat here. Dragonlord Silumgard not looking amazing, unless our opponent has, like, Liliana. Though if they have Liliana, we are snap discarding Slaughter Pact. If we're taking 2 down to 16, our opponent can just, like, buy back the Bloodsoak Champion. So I'm probably just using Profane Command here as, like, a value play. Okay. Into the Royal. Not looking so great. So I think what I want to do here is I want to give something -X/-X and bring back my Baleful Strix. So let's bring back Baleful Strix. And then let's kill Carrier Thrall, I guess. Opponent's going to get a 1/1. We get to draw a card. Merfolk Looter wasn't a bad draw. I don't know what we're going to do this turn. If our opponent animates Mutavault, we definitely snap block it. As it is, I don't think that I'd block the Bloodsoak Champion. The difference between the black deck and the mono red deck. Ooh, well, geez, Blood Artist. Blood Artist is very annoying. So our opponent can't buy back the champion. Yeah, I think this is okay. This is an okay block. They can't buy it back this turn. They already played a land, I think. Maybe they didn't, actually. So we're still taking 2. But I think what we're going to do on our turn is, like, bounce the token. Cryptic. Yeah, actually, Cryptic looks fine here. Prevents our opponent from attacking, buying back, and then sets us up for just playing Grave Titan. Yeah, it seems fine. Please animate Mutavault. Volrath Stronghold. Alright. It actually doesn't look very good right now. Just gets back. I mean, the problem is that that's like gonna be annoying with Blood Artist. Okay, they're animating their Mutavault, as we were hoping. All right. So we can get the Trop. Doesn't really matter. Let's just get Island. Let's tap all of our opponent's creatures. Do we want to bounce a permanent? Could bounce like Blood Artist. I think we just want to draw a card. That gives us the highest chance of hitting Grave Titan next turn, which I think is pretty key to us winning this. Yeah. Ooh, or Wormcoil. Wormcoil actually looking way better. Yeah, Wormcoil's pretty sweet here. So even if our opponent has like a Doomblade or something, we can still have the 3/3 lifelinker. Either way, it stymies our opponent from attacking unless they have 2 removal spells. Then even if they do, we can play Grave Titan next turn, still have a pretty good follow-up. Yeah, so this sort of forces our opponent to have those 2 removal spells because otherwise we get to attack with the Wormcoil and then start clawing our way back in life-wise. All right, 5 mana. Yeah, this Blood Artist is pretty annoying. All right, yeah, Batterskull we don't care about. Batterskull is not going to affect us. I mean, we could even like steal the Germ token. I don't know what actually happens there because it's not like it's not like we're allowed to have it. All right, let's go attack with Wormcoil. Opponent probably just takes it. Slam Grave Titan. And just play this Overgrown Tomb tapped. So now, the following turn, I don't actually know what our play is. I mean, it's at this point, it's just like attack with Grave Titan and Wormcoil Engine until we win the game. But aside from that, do we want to save Silumgar for something? I don't know what's in black. I mean, like Soren Markov is kind of annoying, but not even that annoying. Our opponent doesn't have any cards in the graveyard worth Volrath Strongholding anyway, so we don't need to really worry about that yet. It is possible that they have like Reanimate style cards in their deck, so that's something to be on the lookout for. Erebos. Right, their Erebos is not active, but that means we can no longer gain life, which is pretty dangerous for us. So we should probably bounce that. It's opponents, right? Murderous Cut, targeting our Grave Titan, sure. That's fine. So if I want to gain some life, I should probably into the Royal at some point. I definitely want to block here. This turns off their Batterskull for some time. So I think what I'm going to do is probably just into the Royal, drawing a card, and a Merfolk Looter, I guess. Hit our opponent for a bunch. This Blood Artist, super annoying. Could just steal the Blood Artist, actually. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just steal the Blood Artist for now. Let's bounce our opponent's Erebos and gain some life. It has 2 removal spells. I'm actually not gonna like gain a whole bunch of life here. Just gonna leave the Erebos in play. Let's see what our opponent does, and we'll probably just into the Royal whatever their play is. I mean, if their play is probably just removal spell on Silumgar. I think into the Royal is fine there. Four, 5. All right, 5. Let's see what this is. Uh-oh. Delve. Tasigur? Okay. I think I am going to into the Royal that, but I'm just going to do it on my turn. Well, nah, whatever. So if I attack with everything here, what does my opponent do? I mean, they can either kill their own Blood Artist, which we're okay with. Yeah. They can absorb some damage here. Like, the Tasigur actually just doesn't matter. Honestly, our opponent maybe shouldn't be playing Tasigur because they don't have the mana to loot with him. So I don't know what the deal is. I think what I'm going to do here is let my opponent go for the equip with Batterskull and then into the Royal it in response. Opponent can draw cards with Erebos if they want. If they Gray Merchant, I guess I still bounce the Tasigur. Alright. Let's just close this out. That's lethal. Alright, nice. So let's see what we have against Mono Black. Whirler Rogue looked good. Slaughter Pact is excessively bad. Cyclonic Rift looked interesting. I think I want the Cyclonic Rift. Don't really want Legacy's Allure. Quarrelhelm Commander actually looked decent. Profane Command was fine there. Part the Water Veil is not great. Did we see anything worth metamorphing? I mean, our own stuff is definitely worth metamorphing, so maybe I just keep it based on that. Everything else seems fine. Ultimate price seems good. Silumgar didn't seem amazing, but Silumgar's always amazing, so I think I keep it anyway. I'm just going to ditch the Metamorph and just run it like this. The thing with Metamorph is it's like probably better with our creatures than our opponent's creatures, and like then we already have to have our creatures, and our creatures are good, so you know, it just doesn't make sense. All right, let's keep this. No whammies. All right, they're thinking, oh no, nothing. Turn 1. Let's just play Island and Past. I don't think we're gonna daze here. There are very few cards that I would daze here. I think Bitter Blossom's in the cube. I would probably daze Bitter Blossom, but basically anything else would probably not. Him to Tarak maybe. All right, opponent doing nothing. I'm very happy about. So I think what I want to do is just nothing as well. We're going to be able to counterspell this turn or hard cast Daze, and then we're just gonna work our way up to Cryptic essentially. No, Pack Rat. Oh my God, we can't beat a Pack Rat. Can't let that resolve. All right. Think so. Yeah, I think what I do here is I just play the Blood Crypt tapped, and just leave up the option of hard casting Daze, because I definitely don't want to return an island to cast it, and I think it's more likely that there's something I want to Daze than something that like gets stonewalled by a Quarrelhelm commander, especially since I'm pretty sure I'm casting Cryptic next turn. Our opponent missed a land drop. So Daze seems like it's probably going to hit something here. Do I even want to Daze this? I think this is fine. It's just like a 2-2, right? Yeah, whatever. Ooh, Glenelendra Archmage is a pretty good draw. Do we have any targets for Wooded Foothills? I actually am not sure. That could actually be pretty bad. Because what I'd like to do is play Cryptic something this turn, and then play Glenelendra Archmage and leave up the her ability. Take 2. Nothing. Right, we drew ultimate price. Let me check. Is there anything that we can fetch? All right, Overgrown Tomb. We're saved. Do I want to shock this in? I think I do. Yeah, let's shock this in. Let's go ahead and cast Glenelendra here. And then we have Blue up for her ability. We also have Daze, so I may even just Daze here, depending. Let's see what this is. Oh, they're just gonna, okay. Putting Pack Rat back on top. That's fine. We can deal with Pack Rat. I mean, we have ultimate price in hand. Like, if our opponent casts Pack Rat, they can't then make another copy. So I think that's fine. Do I want to trade a Glenelendra activation for this Gatekeeper? Probably. Not going to Daze it. Just going to let it resolve. We'll just ultimate price it. Yeah, let's go ahead and block. It's a card. Be nice to draw a land here. I actually don't know what we do if we draw a land here. Probably just slam Grave Titan. Yeah, just seems better. Like, the other thing I can do is ultimate price and then hold up Cryptic. Is that any better? Probably not. Our opponent can't reasonably have any play this turn. And while this doesn't protect our Grave Titan, we played a Grave Titan. At worst, it's trading for a card, and we have 2/2/2s on the field. I also could Daze, so if their answer is like Hero's Downfall, I can just Daze it. Seems fine. Yeah, I mean, Dazing actually seems totally fine here. Sure, I don't auto-yield to this. All right, yeah. Making a Pack Rat token I definitely don't care about. Because we're swinging for 11, right? Seems pretty good. Jace. Jace is nice. Let's just attack. Opponent doesn't have Slaughter Pack because we have it. So yeah, I think what I just do here is just attack. Get my Grave Titan trigger. Deal a whole bunch of damage here. And just pass. I mean, we have Cryptic, Dazed, Glenelendra, and Ultimate Price, and 2 blockers. So there are very few cards. I don't think there are any cards, but if there are just very few cards that matter at this point. Our opponent is just going to make another Pack Rat. And they're just dead. Oh, they're just going to make a Tassiger? Alright, they're even more dead then. Oh, Murderous Cut. It's just hardcast Daze, right? Well, if I hardcast Daze, yeah, whatever. Just hardcast Daze. Okay, so that was pretty sweet. I think that match against Mono Red, I'm gonna have to take a look at it again. I think we made some mistakes there because I felt like we were pretty far ahead in at least in game 1. But yeah, the deck went actually really well. I think the all even deck is going to be great in blue, especially because just so many of the great cards are at 2 and at 4. So I was pretty happy with it. This was less of a stipulation than I originally thought it would be. So maybe we'll try the can't even deck, the all odd deck. But pretty happy with this. I'll see you guys next time.